Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of the Premiere Pro YouTube series. I'm Vincent Tricasso with Area Code Productions, and today we're going to review how to make a sequence along with matching audio and video. So we'll begin by learning how to make a sequence or timeline. We can just drop our clip into our sequence panel and it'll automatically make a sequence to match our clip settings. Remember, when you drop your clip, it's going to name that sequence the name of your clip, so you need to be sure to rename the sequence. So I typically like to start by making a matched AV sequence. So the sequence settings for this are 1080p at 24 frames per second. We're going to do this for two reasons. One, it's the resolution that we mostly shot in, and two, because it's the frame rate that I want my final export to represent. Once you dropped all your clips into your sequence, you're going to see that the clips are split into two layers, an audio layer and a video layer. You want to grab your corresponding audio that you want to match with your video, drag it underneath the reference audio. You want to highlight all three of those layers. Then open up the drop-down menu and click Synchronize. Make sure audio is selected and click OK. Now it says could not synchronize one or more clips in the current selection because a match could not be found. So if this happens, you'll have to match it by hand. So when you're matching clips by hand, it's just important to have a visual sound cue. This is usually what you see in movies as like a clapboard with the roll, take, and whatever on it. But for these types of videos, just using your hands and clapping will just do fine. Begin by finding where you begin to clap in the video. And then use your arrow keys to go frame by frame until you get that first touch of your hands when you're about to clap. Now, in your audio, there's going to be a huge spike, a very big peak, and you will want to drag that peak to the center of your cursor on the frame that you left it on. Zoom in all the way for 100% accuracy. Now, it might not always perfectly align, but if you go one frame each way, it should match. Let's mute that first reference audio and see how it sounds. To the Premiere Pro YouTube series. Hello everyone, I'm Vincent Tricasso and welcome back to episode 2 of the Premiere Pro. Okay, it sounds good. So now all you have to do is just clean up your clips and delete the reference audio. I delete the reference audio because the Blackmagic Cinema camera records audio very poorly internally. So we'll just trim it to the same size, make them even. It makes it easier for them to deal with. And then I just drag my audio clip on top of my reference clip and it deletes them. But once you do that, if you try to move the clip, you'll see that your audio does not move with your video. So what you want to do is you need to lock down these two layers. And all you have to do is just highlight the both of them and press Command L. And then once you do that, a V in the video layer will pop up in parentheses letting you know that you've locked the layers. Now that we've matched our first clip by hand, let's hope that when we match our second clip that the software will do it for us. So let's drag in our audio for our second clip. Highlight all three layers. Open up the drop-down menu. Go up to Synchronize. Make sure audio is selected and click OK. And then you'll see that it's been moved to the appropriate location to be matched. So if you zoom in here, you'll see that the peak is aligned with the reference audio peak. So now all you have to do is just trim and replace the reference audio with your separately recorded audio, and then highlight both clips and lock them down by Command L. Okay, so you know how to match audio by hand and using the drop-down menu. Our third way will make that drop-down menu into a shortcut. So if you go into Premiere and click the Premiere Pro CC tab and click Keyboard Shortcuts, you'll see a map to all the keys that you can make different commands to. Now, we need to make a new shortcut. So let's type in sync, and then under clip, you're going to see synchronize, and that's what we saw in the drop-down menu of the second way to match audio. So you'll just click until an empty or invisible square pops up, and then we'll have to enter in a new command. Now, you can make this command anything you want. As you can see on the right, this is all the commands that haven't been used I typically just like to make this command Option Z. And then once you've done that, you've created a new shortcut. So you can just click OK and you're good to go. All right, now all you have to do is just drag in your audio clip underneath your reference audio, highlight the 3 layers, Option Z, and then your synchronized clips will pop up. Just press enter, and voila, it matches. Make sure you trim it, replace the clip, lock them down, and you're good. That's how you match audio and video. So if you think your audio levels are too low or too high, you can adjust your gain by just using the command key G. Select your audio clip and just hit G, and you'll see that your audio gain pops up, and you can set gain to, adjust gain by, normalize max peak to, normalize all peaks to. Usually I just adjust the gain either with a positive number or a negative number. Obviously a positive number will increase your gain and a negative number will decrease your gain. So we'll just increase it by 5 and we'll see how that sounds. Drag it underneath the reference audio, and so that sounds a little bit better. All 3 of those layers. And then say you want to take down the gain, just hit G again. Let's do -10 this time and play it back. Go up to synchronize. You'll see that it's quite quieter. And yeah, that's how to adjust gain. Remember those shortcut keys, they're important. Okay, so you learned how to match audio and video. Initially, we were going to cover a lot more topics within video editing. However, the length of the video is getting away from me, and I know when I watch videos that I like them to be 5 minutes or less. So we're going to try to stick to that as best as we can.